What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carl Knuckles, and I'm back again this time to give you another addition to the Magic series. A couple of weeks ago, I did the Magic of Monkey D. Luffy. Yes, I was planning to continue on doing the One Piece series, but this is a one-off that's actually jumping in between. People have been requesting, can I do the Magic of Naruto Uzumaki? And yeah, here it is, as you can see by the title. This is the Magic of Naruto Uzumaki, and just before I do get into it, I do want to apologise if I look tired. I was working today. It was a very long shift and I didn't get that much sleep last night, so my apologies for looking tired. But let's actually get into this. Why do people love Naruto Uzumaki? Well, apart from the fact that next to Dragon Ball Z, and you can include Bleach in this as well, it is really big in the West. There are loads of Naruto fans, trust me. When you go to like Comic-Cons, like conventions or whatever, even if no one's actually watched it, or even if they're not into anime, they know of Naruto because it is that big. So let's actually look at Naruto Uzumaki as a character himself. Now you guys know, first off, if you love the series, that when Naruto was only little, no one liked him. No one in the Hidden Leaf whatsoever wanted to even speak to him. They would always bully him. They just didn't care about him, really. And you even saw that in the last, like, even when he went to protect Hinata, he tried to use Shadow Clone Jutsu, and they were bad. He wasn't that great. He didn't take the academy that seriously. That was just him in general. But gradually, over time, as he was put into Team 7, becoming best friends with Sakura and Sasuke, mainly obviously more towards Sasuke, but as a team, he loved both of them equally. Sakura, obviously, she was just crushing on Sasuke. Sasuke just, you know, what his mission was. He just wanted to get back at Itachi and kill him until obviously he learned exactly what happened after Itachi had died when he came back, rather than Madara trying to, you know, make him go attack the village. But kind of, in reality, telling him the truth, but it wasn't. It was better to get Itachi's perspective, but yeah, going forth with the whole Naruto story in general, he was not stopping. He wanted to bring Sasuke back to the village, and that is something amazing. In real life, look at it this way. If you do, like, lose a friend, not obviously because of it being your fault, but if you see someone so down and depressed, like, just using that in general, you always want to be there to support your friend. You want to be that person to bring them back. You want to bring them back to show them that they mean something to this world. Trust me, I'm not going to name people, but I've had friends in my life who are still friends of mine to this day. And I've always been there to support them. And when I support them, I mean, I'm using Naruto terms here, because a lot of people do bring up that he had the Talk No Jutsu. And yes, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. You look at some of the examples. Look at Nagato. Look at when he spoke to Itachi and Zabuza. I notice people don't really tend to bring up Zabuza. I notice people mainly tend to go towards the speech with Nagato because obviously the Pain arc, a lot of people, that was their favourite arc throughout the entire series. A lot of people do love Madara. Madara is a GOAT after all, we know that. Still my favourite shonen villain, easily, because he's such a badass. But when you look at the talk that he had with Nagato, he changed Nagato. He made Nagato want to believe again from all that trouble that he got back in the Third World War, and the fact that he went completely, like, insane. The Akatsuki became evil. They became evil, but Nagato wanted to do justice in his own way. But then when you look at Naruto and the way that he presents himself, yes, he hated Nagato because of what happened. He destroyed the village, he killed Kakashi, he killed their master, their sensei Jiraiya. So it was really hard for Naruto to actually forgive Nagato. But by the time that Nagato was reanimated, yeah, like Naruto and Nagato, you wouldn't have thought they hated each other. It was like Nagato said, "Did you overcome that hatred?" Naruto was like, "Yes," because Naruto had hatred. You look at his character, he went through so much training, like Sage Mode, you know, learning how to control his tail beast, and he became friends with Kurama, and I think Kurama was definitely next to Sasuke in the terms of he needed to prove himself. He wanted to find that hatred in Kurama, and it worked. Him and Kurama became like best friends, always, you know, the fist bumping and everything. I think that is still one of the most touching things of the series altogether, especially for me. And a lot of people say, and this is including myself, that Naruto is such a huge influence in the world of anime, and it can be taken into real life. And I can see why. I can generally see why. The fact that Even not just Naruto, but you look at Obito. You guys remember that one scene with Kakashi. Everyone remembers those words.
You're right. In the ninja world, those who break the rules and laws are regarded as scum. But those who would abandon even one of their friends are worse than scum.
And that hit Kakashi. That always stuck with Kakashi a lot as a character. And you can kind of see that he took that on board and, you know, he went and helped getting Rin back, in which they did, but ultimately led to Obito's death, in which case it actually didn't, because we saw what happened when the mask was broken in the 4th Great Shinobi World War. So when you look at it in terms, not just Naruto as a character, but just the series in general, there's so much influence and so much that you can grasp from that series in general. And then you just look at the goal that Naruto wanted. He wanted to be Hokage. And look at the man. He is the 7th Hokage. He has a son, he has a daughter, he is married. Yes, okay, Boruto and Naruto didn't really see eye to eye. Not mainly Naruto, it was more Boruto's grudge, to be honest with his father. But, you know, Naruto stuck with it. And at the end of the day, even before he became Hokage, when he defeated Pain and people were revived, you know, they called him the hero of the leaf. He was then noticed. He got noticed at that point. He went through so much just to get noticed, but it was his will, his power, the way he would just present himself to win over people, to make that respect come to him. And you guys know this. During the 4th Shinobi World War, he hated the fact that people were fighting, and he didn't even know until, you know, Iruka and everyone else came in, because he sensed something. It's because he sensed what happened with Ginkaku and Kinkaku when, I can't remember which one it was, I can't remember what brother's name it was. I think it is Kinkaku that activated the 9 tails. You guys will have to let me know. I think it was Kinkaku, because I think it was Ginkaku that got sealed. Can't remember that exactly, but obviously due to having some of that 9 tails power, that's what alerted Naruto, and he hated it. But the one thing he loved is that Iruka was the very, very first person to actually believe in him. From that very first episode, it made Naruto cry. But the fact that Iruka, you know, said, I do believe in Naruto, I do believe he could become a great shinobi. And look at him. He took that advice on board. He left Iruka that note after he left to actually join on the battlefield, in which he did, and it was a good thing that he did. But you just look at so much that he done, and then when you look into real life, you could just take that in any way you want. Like I said with my last video when I did it on Luffy, you know, Luffy has a goal, Naruto has a goal, and there's obviously so many characters that have a goal. And the thing is, they never ever gave up. Naruto never gave up. Whenever did you hear him say, I don't want to become Hokage? Yes, okay, there were times where he was like, I can't become a Hokage if I can't rescue one friend. He did everything he could to rescue one friend. All it took was for Sasuke to join up at, you know, the battlefield, for them to, well, they didn't defeat Madara, but, you know, they both worked together, and then they had to have a fight. It took one big fight right at the end to prove to Sasuke that he meant a lot to Naruto. And when you look at Sasuke, he went through like a lot. You could even call it depression that Sasuke had. Okay, yeah, it was more, you know, he wanted to get revenge for what happened to Itachi. Obviously, the original part was him to get revenge on Itachi. But then to see that Naruto has gone through so much, and he kept asking Naruto, why do you do this? Why do you keep wanting to save me? Like, what makes you think that I won't turn against you again? And Naruto blatantly says, I've told you so many times, you are my friend. Well, going back to the, what was it, the second opening of Shippuden there? Yeah, you are my friend. Yeah, that's a great opening. But anyway, when you just look at it so much that what he's done, Naruto is a fantastic character. I absolutely adore him. I respect him. I admire him. Yes, Sasuke is my favourite character. Yeah, I am an Uchiha fanboy. I will admit, I love a lot of the Uchihas. I really do. Even Shisui, he's one of my favourites. We didn't even really get to see much of him, to be honest. I mean, I think he was even, it was filler. The only time he was ever actually mentioned was the time when Itachi had mentioned him with the crow and the eye, and what his Sharingan can actually do, and how it is the ultimate Genjutsu. But yeah, Shisui is still one of my favourite characters at the end of the day, and I love him, I love Itachi, I love Sasuke. Well, of course I'm going to love Sasuke. Trust me, when I pulled him on Blading, I went absolutely nuts. I thought I wasn't going to get him because the rates were so crap. They really were so bad, and you can even check that out on YouTube of how bad they actually were. But with Naruto in general, he still holds a place in my heart. He really does, and I will admit that. How can the guy not really? Okay, yeah, he's our favourite knucklehead ninja, but the character progression that he had was just, it's better than Luffy's. I will say that at this current moment in time, it is better than Luffy's because he just went through so much. From being hated, from being unknown, well, he was known, but he wasn't known in the way that he wanted to be. And then just the way he progresses, the way that he is. You look at the Sabaza and Haku arc, I can't remember the exact name of that arc, but the way that, you know, he reduced Sabaza to tears by explaining Haku was willing to die for you, Haku respected you, and yet you could see that. And then going later on into further arcs, wanting to bring back Sasuke after Sasuke had left, look at the Chunin exams, the way that he converted Neji, their fight, he hated Neji and Neji hated him for what happened, what he did to Hinata, and just going through that and then just seeing, like, you know, you once called me genius. Obviously that was Neji's death at the time, you know, in the Fourth World War, when he actually jumped up to protect Hinata and Naruto, and he died, and he said, "You once called me a genius." Look what happened. All you had to say was, "You called me a genius," and it changed him. He became more likable. People started to love Neji a lot more. Obviously, Neji, a lot of people still do laugh at in a way because of what happened. They said, "Oh, well, you didn't really exactly do much in the series," but Neji was a very good fighter. And then you look at Gaara. Gaara, who was basically Naruto, but of the hidden, you know, sand village. You know, people hated him. You know, the way that he was treated in the village. And, you know, he became Hokage. He became Hokage before Naruto. And that influenced Naruto as a character. I'm sorry about that. My phone vibrated for some reason. I think it must have been a tweet or whatever text. I don't know. But anyways, carrying on. With Gaara, you can see that they were basically the same. Look at what Naruto went to do. He went off to actually save Gaara. It hurt him that much. And Gaara, before going into Shippuden, he was gonna, you know, destroy the Leaf Village from when he transformed into Talbiste. And Naruto defeated him. And it was just that speech at the end. Again, it is literally talk no jutsu. A lot of people laugh at that. But it is one of the most important parts within Naruto. It's those speeches. It's the ones that really hit you. And to change people like Gaara, Neji, Sabuza, Nagato, to make them believe in Naruto and they want to become better people, and just how much influence you could have from one single character, even if it's fighting, you can change that person. It's really down to talk no jutsu at the end of the day. That is exactly what it is. And yeah, just take that as you will. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are influenced by Naruto as a character, if not him, but, you know, characters within that series in general. I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, who influenced you? Did you love what Obito said, regardless of what happened to him? The fact that, yeah, actually, come on, talking about Obito, how can I forget about Obito? Of course, during the war, Madara even saw it himself. You could see that Naruto was getting to Obito because they were very similar. They were very similar in the terms of how much they cared. Obito, he was a laughing stock. He was a laughing stock until, you know, he unlocked the Sharingan and he proved to Kakashi that he is worthy of being a ninja. Minato could see it. Minato could see it so well that they could be a great team. Obviously, unfortunately, what happened to Rin, you know, it didn't really help with Madara either. But like I said, when they were standing there, you could see that it was really irritating Obito just how Naruto was, because they're practically the same person. And it's like when they went into like that dream world state when Obito became Jubito, is what everyone calls him. You know, Naruto was just pushing so hard. Obito, just come back. And you know, a lot of people say, well, not a lot of people, but some people say that Obito, yeah, he could have become Hokage. He could have been a great addition to the village, like, but unfortunately, obviously, we know what happened to him. He sacrificed himself. But it's the fact that Obito went through so much as a child, through teens, like I can't even describe it. I can't describe what that man went through. But to have someone like Naruto, who's literally convinced the person who started the war, who was claiming to be Madara, who was the, you know, the brain, well, obviously apart from Nagato, but was basically the brains of the Akatsuki, to have him finally come over and fight with Kakashi once again. And even Kakashi's fight with Obito is still one of the greatest fights in that series. You know, it felt like Obito did want to die in the end. And you know that he did, because he wanted to join up with Rin again. It's great just seeing that. It is not obviously Obito's death, but in the terms of what I mean, it's great. It's the fact that Obito was able to do one last major great thing, which was to give Kakashi the eyes, because as you guys know, Kakashi lost that eye. And Obito gave him the two eyes, and he ended up doing a Susanoo. Kakashi did a Susanoo, and that was absolutely fantastic. But it's just those words of wisdom. I know I keep bringing it up, but it literally is. It is the words of wisdom that Naruto has, and it has the effect on the characters. No matter how much they try to say, oh, well, yeah, what's it like with, you know, like seeing all your friends die, Obito? Like, can you see now what it's like? And then you have people like Nagato, who was trying so hard just not to break, was saying, but this happened, that happened, Jiraiya was wrong. And in the end, Naruto managed to convince him, and as long as the condition was that Naruto would find that hatred, would beat that hatred, and he did. He impressed him. Itachi, same person. Itachi was wondering, why do you care about Sasuke so much? Why do you care about my little brother? And Naruto says, because I could be a better brother than you can. Obviously, that was at the time that Itachi was still alive. And it just goes to show, it's so weird how Naruto would end up not even fighting with his enemies. Like, they would join him. They would join him. It's so fantastic. Obviously, there were some that didn't, but there were some that did. So, just overall, Naruto is such an inspiration. The fact that he managed to get so many people that didn't like him to fight with him, to respect him, and then to value him as, you know, a great Hokage. And a lot of people say that the jury is out on this one, whether Hashirama and Naruto are on the same level. But look, at the end of the day, they're on the same level in the terms of how respected they are as Hokage, what they've done for the village, how they, you know, portrayed themselves, what they did. That's how they're on the same level. But in terms of strength, yes, Naruto is stronger. We know that Naruto is basically a god. He has the Sage of Six Paths. A lot of people say, oh, he's not a god. Guys, he is a god. When you look at I still can't pronounce the name, but the Otsutsuki clan, they're gods. Sasuke and Naruto are reincarnations. Hashirama and Madara were the same reincarnations. They are gods. The four of them are gods no matter what. Naruto is a god amongst the people of the Hidden League. But the fact that all of the villages came together and are now friendly. There is no beef. They know that they can always count on each other, that they will always group up, that if an enemy just out of nowhere that comes to be a match for Naruto, and obviously there's the whole stuff with Kawaki and Boruto. Just bear in mind, I don't really follow Boruto. I have nothing against it. I'm more of a casual person when it comes to that, but episode 65 was absolutely amazing. But yeah, with the stuff with Kawaki, we still need to get there. We still need to know what's actually going on there, whether Naruto is dead, or whether Naruto's been sent to another dimension, or Naruto is just pretending he's dead. But at the end of the day, this is obviously about Naruto. I know I've gone on with other characters, but it's just the fact that it's the series as a whole. There is a lot of influence, and especially Naruto. He is the one person that made such a big difference. Yes, there are other characters around him that did, but the show is centered around Naruto, who's a Maki, and he proved it. By the end of the series, he proved that he could be the Hokage. He got so many friends throughout the start of the series, even turning his enemies against him. Naruto, you are one fantastic character. Kishimoto, you delivered one of the greatest series of all time. Literally, there is no question. Just look at the sales that it has achieved. Just look how much it's being spoken about nowadays. You look at people like Seth the Programmer, and you look at people like my favourite YouTuber, my personal favourite YouTuber, which is Swag Kage, who dissects characters, who does versus battles, who does so much stuff within Naruto's lore that I'm glad it's still being spoken about, and it finished like, what, 4 years ago now? But it's the fact that it still remains so strong, that that influence is still there. And what can I say? That at the end of the day, I'm a proud Naruto fan. I love the series. It's rivaling Death Note for me, I will admit. Death Note is like my third favourite series of all time. But thinking about it, Naruto is literally, you know, it's on par. I'd have to say it's probably my third favourite series along with Death Note. Obviously, Dragon Ball and One Piece are still, you know, the reigning for me. Obviously, that's the way it's going to stay. But yeah, I'm proud to have read something like Naruto. And I know there was a lot of filler within the anime, but take that out, the anime was fantastic. Okay, it explained a lot, but obviously I'm more of a manga person. But yeah, no guys, I respect it. I respect Kishimoto. And I will admit, yeah, I do respect Boruto. even though I'm a casual viewer. And I know obviously it's not Kishimoto's work, Boruto. I know he has that sort of influence on there, obviously. But at the end of the day, guys, what do you guys think of Naruto? What do you think of Naruto Uzumaki in general? What do you think of any other character? Like I said, do let me know. Because guys, with that being said, I'm going to leave it there. If you liked anything that I had to say and you enjoyed the magic of Naruto Uzumaki, even though, yes, I was trying to focus on Naruto, but I was trying to bring other bits in just in general, just to, you know, help out in what Naruto obviously was as a character and who he actually influenced and actually changed as people. So, yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Also, let me know down in the comments below, like I said, what you love about Naruto, what were your favourite speeches of Naruto. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I will be doing more One Piece characters. And if you guys have any requests on any other character within Naruto, do let me know. And yeah, also make sure you hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post like this. And also make sure you do check out the Magic of Monkey D. Luffy. And I will see you guys for the next video. Until then, see ya.